Hi everyone and welcome back to our channel for women in India. My name is Parul and today we will be talking about the first wave of feminism. The first wave started with women demanding equal rights as men. Women were not even given the right to citizenship. In 1792, Mary Wollstonecraft in her book Vindication of Rights of Women discussed about women not having equal power as men, which worked as an inspiration to women leading the movement. During French Revolution, for the first time, women started organizing meetings and protests to advocate for women's rights. As a result of the revolution, in 1789, men were granted equal rights under Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen. But unfortunately, they failed to recognize women as citizens. So women in France shifted their focus on attaining citizenship and equal rights. In 1820s, women in the United States of America actively got involved in public activities as a direct result of the Temperance Movement. The movement intended to abolish consumption of alcohol. Simultaneously, the abolitionist movement was growing where African American women were organizing themselves to demand end of slavery and for basic human rights. As a result, the first anti-slavery convention of American women in New York City in 1837 was organized. In 1870, under the 15th Amendment, the USA granted black men right to vote, stirring spur among the white women, leading them to fight for their right to vote. In 1848, the Seneca Falls Convention was held in the US, where almost 200 women met in a church in New York to discuss the political, social, and religious rights of a woman. Demands like full citizenship like men, the right to vote, legal and political equality were made. All the grievances put forth by women were discussed, and a list of 12 resolutions were passed, including the right to vote. In 1869, the National Women's Suffrage Association was established to fight for women's right to vote. With this, they fought till they were granted the right to vote in 1920 under the 19th Amendment in the USA. Though many black women were not allowed to vote, even especially in the southern part of America, even after the right of vote being granted. Meanwhile, in the UK, J.S. Mill had put forth a proposal in the House of Commons for giving women the right to vote but was defeated. However, in 1903, Women's Social and Political Union was established to fight for women's right to vote. In 1918, some women were granted right to vote in the UK, and by 1928, all women had the right to vote in the UK. Leaders of the movement, the two main brains behind the Seneca Falls Convention were Lucretia Mott and Elizabeth Cady Stanton, who were both active abolitionists. They met at the 1840 World Anti-Slavery Convention in London when they both were barred from the floor as women were not allowed to attend. Even before the Seneca Falls Convention, there were already movements and demands for women's suffrage led by African American women like Maria Stewart and Frances E.W. Harper. The main criticism of the movement, many believe that feminists like Susan B. Anthony exclusively made the movement about white women's issues and their right to vote. The discourse by white feminists were mainstreamed while contributions by African American women were ignored. The movement allowed segregation. For instance, black women were often asked to march behind white women. Also, demands for political rights did not cover several other issues faced by black women and women of color. And that's it for today, guys. If you find this video informational, please do like, share and subscribe to our channel and do contribute to our Patreon page. Thank you so much for watching the video and see you next time.